I'd like to share with you today a very powerful idea on the concept we've been talking until now, which is Sinas Chinam. Sinas Chinam. I was in touch with a Rav yesterday, a Chashiv Rav, and I told this Rav over what I saw in the Yaris Tavash. The Yaris Tavash, Rav Yonason Eibshitz. It's in Drush Aleph, Chelik Zayin. Drush Aleph, Chelik Zayin. There, the Yaris Tavash writes that why is it called Sinas Chinam? What's Sinas Chinam all about? He said Sinas Chinam is because we become so accustomed to it, become so familiar with it, we become so used to it that we don't think it's an Avera anymore. In fact, we think it's the biggest mitzvah possible. We destroy people, we talk about them, we knock them down. We think we're doing God's will. We think we're fighting a holy war. And in truth, what we're doing is really stopping the Beis Hamikdash from being rebuilt. And this is the pshat in Sinas Chinam. Chinam it's like nothing. It's even nothing. It's a mitzvah. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with talking about people like they're garbage, dirt. Nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And this, in my opinion, is the most dangerous enemy that we have today in the entire world. It's more dangerous than Iran with all they can have 10 billion nuclear warheads. It doesn't matter. This is much, much more dangerous. I saw in a children's book, they had a cage of bears, and next to the cage of bears was a cage of Lashon Hara speakers. And the bears were pointing to the cage, to Lashon Hara speakers, and saying, these people are very, very dangerous. This is the most dangerous thing that exists, because every single word of Lashon Hara is preventing the Beis Hamikdash from being rebuilt. And Lashon Hara is a gilui. It's a revelation of Sinas Chinam. Because Sinas Chinam is a manifestation of the feelings in our heart which are negative towards Jewish people. So this is something we have to be incredibly careful about today. Now, it happened to be this Rav is a very chashuv Rav. I'm not going to say what his name was, but Aniya Cotton, I'm going to argue with him. He quoted from a chashuv sefer that we can't work today on Sinas Chinam. The only thing we could do is have Ava for other Jews because it's too deep. It's too deeply rooted. It's too much in. It's like, for example, the person who has a disease which is so entrenched in his whole being, right? Remember once Rav Dan Segal, he got pneumonia. It was like his whole body was basically, all his lungs were overcome with pneumonia. It's so deep-rooted that there's no way to work on it directly. Everything we have to do is indirectly. Okay, so I know that this is a prevalent opinion today, and I respect it, but I will respectfully argue on it as well. When I tell you, I got a phone call yesterday from a young woman of marriageable age. If there's any good men there for looking for a chashuv, a girl under 40, she called me with the following question. She said she spoke to her parents about buying burial plots in Israel, and they agreed. After they already agreed, her brother was not religious, spoke to them, and convinced them otherwise. She felt so upset. She said, I don't know what it is, but I have this feeling. I feel so upset. I said, you know what that is? That's Sinas Chinam. She said, really? I said, yeah, really. So she said, then, but it's a mitzvah to get buried in Israel. I said, it's Sinas Chinam. Right? So she said, so what's not Sinas Chinam? I said, there's only one thing which is not Sinas Chinam, and that's the hate of Russia. And that does not apply today. The Chavetz Chaim brings in a Sefer Avos Chesed at the end from Yonason Moliner. He says that we're all before Tochacha. Every single Jew today is before Tochacha, and therefore there is no mitzvah to hate any Jews today. Everybody's a Tinek Shenishma. Even Moshe Sternbach told me, even Yair Lapid is considered a Tinek Shenishma today. There is one person involved with the government, I won't mention his name on the shir, but he is an apikoros, complete apikoros. But there, in general, is no mitzvah at all today to Yerushalayim, right? And therefore, all hatred today is chinam. And if you feel that deep pain in your heart, against somebody, that's seen as chinam, eliminate it immediately. Forget about, look, you don't have to listen to me. It's just you happen to be listening to the shir now. There are other rabbis who disagree with me. But in my opinion, and this is what I heard from my Rebbe Rav Shlomo Brevda and others, other Balei Musar, and the Vilna Gaon also is of this opinion. If you have a strong feeling of hatred in your heart, you feel like really, really upset with someone, that is a manifestation of one of the 6 Yetzer Haras, the one which are Ra Mirma, Tai Bechemda, Ga Ge'on, Ra. If you feel like really, really upset with someone, you want to like punch him in the face, excuse me for saying that, or smash his nose, then what you have to do is just like chill out. Just think about it and say, this has nothing to do with me, this feeling. It's coming from the outside. It's an injection like we spoke about previously. And you have to get rid of it immediately. It's an emergency. The red lights are going off. It's red alerts. Yeah, red alert. You're under high level attack. 50 trillion nuclear missiles are being shot in your direction because this is the most dangerous thing possible. It's stopping the base of Yes, you listening to this year, and I'm talking to myself because I'm talking to myself, yeah? You were upset, was so upset with someone last week. They did something to me which I thought was so terrible. And then I realized, yeah, that my outlook on the world is not necessarily right. I think it's terrible and they think it's fine. Yeah. So just like Aaron Avinu, he thought killing his son was bad, and Hashem said, no, go and do it. Yeah. Hashem knows better. Right? Every outlook we have is adjustable. If someone else for sure disagrees with it, and we're not supposed to get upset with someone because they think differently than us. Just the opposite. It's a healthy world where people have opposite opinions than us. That makes the world much healthier. Okay. In any event, Rabosai, we are under international emergency. Yeah. We have to get working on this immediately to get rid of Sinas Chinam. Yeah. We have to get rid of Sinas Chinam. And when we feel that very, very intense, yeah, very, very intense feeling that we just want to hurt somebody, we want to get back at them, we want to say some words to them, whatever it might be, that is seen as chinam. Yeah? That is seen as chinam, and we have to get rid of it. We have to get rid of it immediately. And just because it's not in our conscious, it's in our conscious, it's in our heart. We feel bad. That's ra. When you feel like, oof, like this. Like one time someone asked me directions. I was getting my tefillin out of the closet. And I told them, and they said, excuse me? And I was about to tell them, what are you, deaf? And I realized it's Sinas Chinam. And I stopped, and I said calmly to him, okay, there's a worldwide initiative going on this Tisha B'Av. 1 hour in the entire universe, right? Every place on planet Earth, that there will be 1 hour. Each one has Ein L'Chadam She'ein Lo Shad. There's no person that doesn't have an hour. Everyone will have an hour in his country, when in the same hour across the globe, where there will be no Lashon Hara spoken. Look online for Machsam Lapi, right? And there's an email you can write to. It's in the title of this year. Look on the link. And please, everyone, sign up for that 1 hour so that on Tisha B'Av we work together to eliminate Sinas Chinam to the best of our ability. Hashem should give us the greatest siyata d'shmaya to be successful in this worldwide elimination of Sinas Chinam. And remember, this is the most dangerous enemy. When you feel like this, when you want to get back to someone, when you feel pain, hatred, anger, all these things, that's Sinas Chinam. Let's get rid of it immediately. Amen.